Thank you very much. Good evening. On the 25th of October in the year of our Lord 2020, I joined the Ancient and Royal Society of Esteemed Septuagenarians, ARSES. Now, I've been trying to avoid them for years. I've kept my long grey hair short. Even during lockdown 1, I hacked it about so it wouldn't get long. I'm clean shaven. My razor has an attachment to enable me to do my nostrils and my ears and other orifices. But it didn't prevent me becoming a member. And it was foolish that I would try to avoid it, because all along I have been giving out signals that I am of that demographic. Apparently, I've been using 3 phrases over the last 10 years without even being aware of it. One is, I remember when this was all fields. 2, I'm gasping for a cup of tea. And 3, I could murder a Garibaldi. So I was wasting my time. It was foolish to try and pretend different. And why would I get offended by people offering me concessions? It started 10 years ago. It started with my barber. He wanted to charge me less. Now, we have a good relationship. His name's Steve. Actually, his name is Steve. And when I explained my name was Stephen, I had a funny look from him, as if he'd never heard the name before. I tried to explain. It's from the Greek, Stephanos. It means crown. Ah, he says, sir, that means you've got 2 crowns. Now, I do like a good sense of humour in a barber. That makes up for all the UKIP sensitivities. So we have this relationship. And he does insist on giving me a discount, which I don't want, because let's be honest, I am in denial about it all. I would wish he treated me like everybody else. When he has cut my hair, I would like him to say, and would sir like a little something for the weekend? And I would say, could I have a family box, please? I've recently joined a balloon modelling club in Northampton, and I need to take some with me. But no, he doesn't. He treats me like a pensioner. And a month ago, on the 25th of September, exactly a month before my birthday, I received a card from my mother saying, "Happy birthday. I can't believe my little baby is 70. This was a whole month earlier. I thought, oh no, I'm going to have to activate that attorney thing, power of attorney. So I rang her up. "Happy birthday, Stephen," she said, and she sang me happy birthday. I thought, very nice. That's very nice. And Mum, can I just ask you a question? When was I born? It's a silly question, she said. You were born on the 25th of October, 1950. Are you sure? Well, of course I'm sure. Of course I'm sure. It was a Wednesday. It was 2:30 in the morning. You were 5.5 pounds, a right little bugger. And Doris Day was #1 with Bewitched. Of course I remember. Why do you ask? I said, well, what day do you think it is today? She said, it's the 25th of October. I said, well, would you like to check that, Mum? Look on your television. Now, my mum always watches the television, so I heard her switch it up to check the date. Now, I know what she's watching because I can hear it. My mum is an absolute bugger for QVC. Now, those of you who lead full and active lives as storytellers will have no idea what QVC is. It is an online shopping channel. My mum is addicted to jewellery. She loves it. Now, the basic premise is this. The host comes on and she introduces Ghislaine. Now, Ghislaine is drop dead gorgeous. She could wear a turnip on her finger and you would buy it. So the host explains. Ghislaine is wearing this wonderful 2.5 carat kryptonite ring. Very rare, is limited edition. It's only $39.95. We've only got 1,000 copies. Oh, sorry, no. Only 999 now. Pete Boyce has just bought one for his girlfriend, Fifi. Well done, Peter. So then I hear my mum say, oh, hang on a minute. Oh, it's the 29th of September. I do apologise, Stephen. I'm a month early, but this is this lockdown thing. And I'm thinking, oh no. But to be honest, I've done the same myself. I've woken up and thought, what day is today? People have said, oh, have a good weekend. And I'm thinking, what do they mean by weekend? There's no such thing as weekend for me. It's a blur of days. So my mum's done the same. So I said, well, I'll ask her something else. I said, Mum, do you know who the Prime Minister is? And she said, well, I can't remember his name. You've got me there. But it's that clan with all that scruffy hair. That's him. Oh, fair enough, Mum. And I said, oh, well, I'll see you soon. Oh, she says, I'm sorry I sent you a card a month earlier. But anyway, happy birthday for then. But don't expect me to send another one on the right day. Fair enough, Mum. So the day arrives and I have to go around to my daughters for a surprise. Now, luckily, there are just 6 of us, 2 Hobbses, and the other 4 are Williamsons. So there goes my legacy for a start. The Hobbs name is dying out. I've just got Williamsons. And I've got a big stack of presents and a big stack of cards. I brought my own stuff with me. I'm going through the cards, and every single card mentions the 70 on it. And some have even gone to the extra trouble of buying a separate badge so I can stick it on my jumper to wear it when I go about my business in the Stony Stratford. Thank you, Terry Howie, for nothing. So I've got all these cards. Then I'm opening my presents. The presents are wonderful. There's wine and there's books and there's a check from a mum to buy some books, and there's a book token to buy some books and a voucher to buy some books. It is absolute heaven. Then there's noise going on in the kitchen, and that's when the rest of the surprise is coming on. My son-in-law, Paul, comes out with the birthday cake. Now my son-in-law's a Geordie. We go back a long way, and there's always this sort of frisson between us. I've never forgiven him for taking my daughter away, but he's made up for it by giving me 2 fantastic grandsons. And when the first one was little, I taught him to say something to his father, and it was this: do you fancy a beer and a game of snooker? So Paul has always been trying to get his own back on me. Now, so he's got this cake, and it comes in and it's got 4 candles. 4 candles. I thought, oh, very nice. I'm giving you that. I'm looking at these candles and thinking, now what's going on here? Because Paul has form here. When I was 60, he did a cake, and he came and he brought it into the room, and it had 10 candles on, but not just 10 ordinary candles. These were the candles that you light and you can't extinguish. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's a little tip for you. If you're going to use candles that do not extinguish, use 1 or 2. Do not use 10, because in the 3 yards from the kitchen where the cake was set up and lit to when it came to me, Paul was carrying a fireball. I thought it was really funny until I looked at his face and I saw a look of absolute horror in his face. So I ran over, pulled open the patio doors, and he threw my birthday cake out into the garden. That was the only way to extinguish it. So Paul is coming in with my new cake with 4 candles on it. I'm looking at him and I'm acknowledging the 4 candles. Very good, Paul. And I'm thinking, there's something else going on here. What is it? And I know from his eyes, because these Geordies, they're canny. They're canny. They're really canny. You've got to watch them. I'm thinking, it's not that. There's something else here. What is it? And there's nothing in his face to give it away. And he puts down the cake and invites me to blow out the candles. And then I realize, then I know what he's doing. He is inviting me to blow out 4 candles, where in the process of exhalation, I am exhaling over a cake, which I'm then going to cut up and give to all my dearest family, to my legacy. So that's how he's doing it. So I'm beginning to think, what can I do? But I'm a storyteller. I've been trained for this. I know exactly what to do. I pick up one of the birthday cards, and with a couple of quick swipes, I waft the 4 candles, and they're extinguished just like that. Everybody stands up and applauds. No, they don't actually. They don't stand up and applaud. I stand up and applaud myself, because clearly I have got marbles intact, and I'm very pleased with the way I have reacted to that. So I've decided that I'm going to live with the Ancient and Royal Society of Esteemed septuagenarians, and I am going to wear their tattoo with pride. Thank you.